Hello, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Dear Dana. I know it's been a hot minute, but I'm back. And I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Happy holidays. How's everybody doing? Welcome in the bushes to you too. I want to say inhale deeply to the count of 4. Breathe in clean air if you can. And exhale all the stress of the holidays. Inhale all the love. And release all the stress down to your feet. And just shake it off and shake it off. Yeah. Inhale all the love that you can. And shake it off. Yes, shake it off. Shake it off. Welcome everybody on a Saturday night. Hey, hello, Henry Nelson. How are you doing? It's getting really close. Christmas Day. Ask me, have I done any shopping whatsoever? No, I have not. Dana's been trying to practice what I preach and do as much self-care as possible. Yes, I have. Because I have been overloading my circuits. And I've been trying to do the things I teach people to do. Because I haven't been the best at my own self-care. And I've been paying the price. So if I'm going to teach it and preach it, I need to walk the talk, don't I? But I really want to know how you are doing. And tonight I thought we'd talk about a lot of things. One of the things are like your inner child. And we've all got them. It's like, I can still remember being a kid. And I think you can too. Because guess what? The kid that we are is still inside of us. Our bodies just grew up around the kid that we are. Yeah, we're still an adult, but we are still that kid that used to fall down and get hurt and run around and do all those things and try to figure ourselves out. We are. We just kept growing up around ourselves and tried to figure things out as we went. And those of us that had kids or have kids, we didn't get the book on life and we didn't get the book on parenting and adulthood. And we've tried to figure it out along the way from the parents that we got or from the adults around us. And then when Christmas comes, how many of us have shopped according to what, ooh, that's cool. I like that. That's been me on many levels. And then as your kids keep growing up, you're like, boy, I'm missing shopping in the kids section. I'm missing shopping for those toys. Because in the evening, you find yourself playing with them before you give them to your kids, right? That was me. So we still got that inner child and need to do that inner child work. Even as we're adults. Holidays roll around and we feel all these emotions. Ooh, honey, I'm burning up in here. We feel all those emotions. And some of those emotions are about the past and the memories that we still go back to. Don't you think? A lot of the memories that we go back to that might come flooding back that we visit of Christmases past and Christmases present. I don't know that we go to Christmases future, but sometimes when we go to Christmases past, they bring us joy and love. Sometimes they bring us anxiety, but it's about what do you remember, right? Really little, I can remember getting very excited and couldn't wait to wake up and go down, running downstairs with my brothers to see what we got because we might ask for one or two things, but the best things were the surprises because you didn't know what the surprises were, and they were the best. And they didn't have to be big, they could be really small. And they were just the best because they were things you didn't know you were getting, right? I love the surprises. Hey, coffee walks and whatever. How are you doing, darling? Hey, Henry Nelson. And anybody that gets a chance, please go check out Coffee Walks. I like the surprises. You know, these days, I know my brothers and my nieces, especially, they'll go put up an Amazon list. And I don't mind in one way, but I do mind in another way because I feel nailed to that Amazon list. And I'm like, it's kind of a bummer in a way because they know what they're going to get. When they got that Amazon list, they know what they're going to get. And I used to think it was fun trying to go out and see what was thoughtful, what reminded you of that person. And trying to be really thoughtful and go, oh, that really reminds me of so and so. And you were almost as excited as they were about the gift because you wanted to see the look on their face when they saw what you gave them. Hey, Paranormal Witch Willow, thank you for the welcome back. I'm very sorry for not being here last weekend. I'm going to be honest with you. I was completely and utterly just exhausted. Just completely wiped out to the wall and the floor, wiped out. Henry says, yep, it was great to go out Christmas Eve and find what would be cool for each kid. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Now, if a kid had a special wish, I didn't mind that. And I'm primarily talking about the bigger kids or the adults even that put up Amazon wish lists. I even have adults in my life that put up Amazon wish lists. I have a problem when my brothers go, put up an Amazon wish list. Or even my husband for that matter, because it bothers me. No shade to anybody that does it. It bothers me because I feel like A, I'm telling people what to buy me, and B, I'm telling them how much to spend of their hard-earned money on me. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm telling, you go spend $50 on me. I don't know what people can afford. Oh, Stephen Cumby, thank you for that $5. I sure do appreciate that super sticker. It feels like I'm telling people what to spend on me. That's never made me comfortable. I still have to get over the whole money thing, especially as I'm starting my practice, because I'm having to appreciate or honor or how do I say it? Appreciate or honor or accept my worth. I got cornered and pinned down, not literally, but a mouthful from one of my professors. about accepting my worth and the fact I'm having to pay back a loan for my college and all this stuff about, how much you charge clients. And of course, I will still do some pro bono and I'll have a sliding scale according to, if there are people that really need help and can't afford it, that kind of thing. But you know what I'm saying. Money and I have always had an issue because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But I want to get, I would love it one year if the whole world would barter and do things for one another. And if an artist could paint and another person could do this, they would exchange gifts based on what their own personal gifts are. If a person was a baker and another person could do that, what is Willow saying? Is that music too loud? Do I need to turn it down? Willow says, I'm trying to get used to my job and I'm trying to save to give gift for my boys. That is completely understandable, Willow. Your babies come first. Your babies always come first. Somebody tell me if that is too loud. I can't tell on your end. And sometimes when I do playback, I can't hear it. It's fine, the music. Okay. And I'm going to throw down the link just in case anybody wants to come up. If I can find it. Every time I turn around, StreamYard changes format. See, now I can see myself, whereas before when I shared things, I couldn't see. Everything looks back to normal now. Oh, by the way, has anybody, not to get off the subject, anybody recently here where Todd Chrisley, was interviewed in jail? By the way. And he was telling it like he saw. Hopefully he won't get in more trouble, but he was talking about the food had expired and dead cats falling through the ceiling and him not getting emails from family and an elderly man getting really hurt across the way and them not getting medical treatment and stuff. It was bad. He was surely blowing the whistle in that jail. He said because he's one of the wealthier ones, they're coming down hard on him. But do you think about your inner child? Like when you see your kids do stuff, have flashbacks about your life when you're little, remembering what it felt like to be that little kid? Hey, out in the bushes. I see you and appreciate you. You've been doing pendulum work. And paranormal blog. I bet you are a busy girl. Do you know? Hold on, I've got a call. Back in the early days of hypnosis, they used pendulums a lot to induce people into trance. Now, that can still be done. I have not done it as of late. I may use it at some point. It's to put people's eyes out of focus. But they sure did. But we think about the memories of holidays past. All the memories of what used to happen. Yeah, they do still do that to this day. Matter of fact, I thought about it today, about that's one of the inductions that I need to try. I'm hearing that music loud in my ears. Maybe I need to cut it down just a tiny hair. I feel like I'm competing with it just a little bit. But lately, when I've been doing hypnotherapeutic work, I haven't had to do a lot of inductions because I think they're getting used to my voice. I think. You're not a Christmas girl. You don't um, celebrate it, maybe? Last year, you were able to get a tree, right, Willow? I still haven't decorated mine. It's up. It's got a few decorations on it. This girl got to get her energy up. This girl got to get her energy up. Hoping some more people will stream into the room. I know some are listening, just not in the chat field. But I would like more people to come in the chat field because I've got a couple of giveaways. Matter of fact, Willow, um, there's a platform I teach on. Now, you don't have to go to my class. Your kids are too young. But there are a lot of classes on OutSchool. It's www.outschool.com. Hopefully it won't pop up on here with their thing. Let me put my glasses on. If you use my code by tomorrow evening at midnight, you can sign your... No, I don't want to leave the site. I'm going to give you a code where you can sign your boys up for a free class. You can do a one-time class free for each of them. You can use code, this code. And you can sign them up. Well, I want to take my code. Dana, STI 20. And you can sign them up for any class that's $20 or under for free. So they can just have fun for an hour or so. Okay? No catch. Look for a one-time class. They've got painting and dance and all kinds of class on there. Any kind of class you can imagine. Okay? Any kind of class you can imagine. And probably if another family member used a different email, you could sign up for another round of something else. It couldn't be for the same class. Okay? But use that code and they can sign up for some fun kind of class. Each different child. And it probably would be for an hour. Like I said, they've got everything. It could be about dinosaurs, about whatever. But you have to do it by tomorrow night at midnight. Just sign them up for it. They don't have to take the class by tomorrow. They could, but they don't have to take the class by tomorrow. And you just look for their age group. You can scroll through them. And if you want to, you don't have to. Yeah, they've got all kinds of stuff on there. Drawing classes, silly classes, fun classes, educational classes, whatever. Right now, I only teach one class, and it's for teenagers. So, but they got all kinds of stuff. So if you use our code, it's free. As long as it's $20 and under. So I happen to remember your boys are young, so you can use that. But you have to do it by tomorrow night at midnight. I just happen to be late doing it. You are most welcome. Hey, Shelly Marie. Anybody who's got the kids can be from to use OutSchool to use that code from 4 or 5 to 18. 18 is not really a kid, but that's the max it goes to. How are you doing, Shelly? Have you been working all day? Or are you at work now? Hey. We're talking about inner child. There's a lot of people They're getting more into inner child work, going back to unresolved things. But, I did a lot of inner child work before, but I still go back and think about things when I was a kid. Whoo, girl, I bet you're tired. I still think about things when I was a kid. And, when you think about things that happened when you were a kid or things you did as a kid, you think, ah, that's why I do things the way I do now. That's why I have that hang up now. That's why I do the tree the way I do the tree now. Willow says, my inner child is hiding in the shadows. Hiding in the shadows? Maybe you need to do shadow work, but our inner child, when we think it's hiding, it comes out, peeks out, and does things at the most inopportune times when we don't think is coming out. It does. It comes out sometimes in jealousy. It comes out. Look, I have been at a fair, and the inner child would come out in me when I wanted to play certain games. The inner child will come out in me when I want to dance sometimes. The inner child will come out in me when I hear old songs. The inner child will come out of me when I'm with my brothers. For sure. When I'm with my brothers, the inner child will come out in me. Because I'm with my brothers. It feels like I'm back home. Sometimes the inner child will come out in me when I'm with my mom. I know it would come out in me when my dad was around. And I just needed a big hug. There was no other hug like my dad's bear hug. And when I see my Uncle Jeff, which I think either they saw each other today or it was going to be tomorrow. There's usually a family get together on my dad's side. Of course, my dad passed away every year at Christmas, but we didn't go this year. And my Uncle Jeff is similar to my dad. Sometimes he doesn't go. Thanks, Shelly. Paranormal Witch says, I do a little bit of shadow work, but it's not constantly. It's not a constant thing. That's good. Yeah, we couldn't do it constantly. Nobody could do shadow work constantly. It would wear you out if you did shadow work constantly. But it's a good thing to do to drag the things out of there little by little, get them out of the way. Because, sometimes there are good things in your shadow that you stuff away, that you think don't have any value, when they really do. Maybe somebody told you you're not good at something. Maybe they told you that because they were jealous of you, or they didn't want you to explore that part of yourself. And you really were good at that. That's very good, Willow. Yeah, it's good to get all that junk out of the way. If you carry too much in your shadow, too, it can weigh you way down. You know? The holidays can be so lovely and bring out so much love in your heart and make people so giving. They should be giving all the time. You know what I mean? They should recognize humanity all of the time. But I think that around the holidays, people tend to be, I hope most people tend to be, a little bit more mindful of the human condition because it's the holidays. And I think people think that's what a lot of them think that's what they're supposed to do because it's the holidays. But that's what we're supposed to do as light workers, as humans, as souls, period, right? But, I came across some pictures today and I was touched talking about memories, right? And this is one of Eden around fall. Look at that girl with sassy pants. Thought I would cheer for you. This is one of Eden and my mom. She was close to around the same age Eden was in this picture as the one before. Just how dark complected. This is my natural mother. At that time, she had not been in the sun yet. She had come to visit us, and we lived in a neighborhood with a pool at that time. My mom's natural complexion, y'all. And you look how fair I am. Family of many colors. Just saying. Noah, when he was in a good mood. Noah. And when I told you that Noah had gotten septic and he was on that machine that was like a Hail Mary, and they told me he wasn't going to make it, and I had that vision of they said that we got the toxins, but we got the septic, but we couldn't remove the toxins from his blood. And I got the vision of the machine that divided it and asked if they could separate the toxins and from the and I can't even think right now. Separate the platelets from the blood, the clear fluids from the blood, and give him a transfusion. Not the blood part, but the clear fluids that are in the blood. I can't think right now. But anyway, I saw the machine like a Slurpee machine. And they said they could do it. They didn't think it would save him. So they'd only done it in one other child. If I sign a paper to let it be part of a test, they do it. And they did it that day. And over 10 days they did it. And they separated the liquid from the solid. And it worked. And I told him that he could go home on Mother's Day. Anyway, I'm trying to give you the gist of it to explain this picture. He looks very weak. Keep this in mind. But this was my hair short. This was the day he came home on Mother's Day. He came home on Mother's Day. Of course, he looks very thin and weak. And this is my spicy little toddler Eden. So I just came across this and wanted to share with you. When we talk about memories, you get flashes of memories at the holidays. And you try to keep in your mind all the blessings you have. And you remember the losses you have, but you have to go back to the joy and the triumphs and the miracles that you have and pushing forward. I have a friend that's going through a really hard time. And her husband left her a year ago. She doesn't understand why. And I know it's really difficult. Thank you so much, Shelley. And everybody goes through such hard times. And I'm not diminishing what she's going through, but it's hard to watch her do such a she's reporting it on Facebook daily. All of the play-by-plays of what's going on in the demise of her marriage and stuff. And all of her children live at home. And I've known her for a long time and I care about her whole family. But I especially care for her children. And they're pretty much grown. And all I can think about is this stays on the computer forever. Right? This stays online forever. And on Facebook, it comes back as a memory year after year after year after year, right? Yes, please. Unspoken prayers to this friend and her children. And even though they're divorcing, in all actuality, her husband has been a great father and great husband all up into this time for 20-something years. He's much younger than her, but he's always been a man of God and a great husband and great father all up into this time. So I think about the children and all the negative, dark stuff she's putting on Facebook because of her pain. Does that make sense? And I think about the repetitiveness of it coming back on Facebook. I assume all of y'all have been on Facebook, and you know how the memories come back? The memories just come back. Facebook will bring it back to you. And when the dust is all settled and things have changed and the kids are trying to be as loving and supportive as they can, I can only imagine when the dust is settled for the kids, they're 18 to very early 20s, how it's really going to reverberate within the kids. Because right now they're in the midst of the trauma. I can't help but think about it as a mother, as a therapist. That's where I'm on the kid side. I'm not on either one of their side. I care about them. I'm on the kid side. I'm on the kid side. So it's hard to watch. So hard to watch. Because I've known this family since pre this marriage, pre children. Did I meet her before I got married to Doofius the first time? If you know what I mean. The memories pop up every single year. And I feel like these kids are going to pay for it the worst. And then, Facebook's still around when they have their kids. Ooh, buddy, it's just going to be a mess. How many of you think you should be putting a play-by-play of your marriage going to hell on Facebook? I just don't know. If he was a complete devil, I might think differently, but he's not. Yes, he walked out, but I don't know the entire story on his side. But I have known him since he was a teenager. Anyway, there's 3 sides to every story. It's got to be hard, but Lord have mercy. I feel for the kids. I say kids. Like I said, the youngest one's 18. And the youngest, well, I'm not going to say that because it'll give it away. Mm-mm. I'm not going to give it away, give it away, give it away. Whoo! You know that song. I know when I graduate school, I got to pump this channel back up. Something had to give. I couldn't do 2 shows a week. If I showed y'all, I have to screenshot it. If I showed y'all the expectations I have had on me in this last year, I sound like a crybaby, but it's a lot. Not me. I will delete everything on my ex, okay, off social media, and don't need trash back in my life. Hey, Virginia Wolf, you bringing me a song this week, buddy? Are you bringing me a song this week? Are you? I'm just wondering. I've missed you. The wolf is in the house. Oh, see, I'm losing my phone because I've had to do self-care. That is just so sad. See, I did the giveaway, and I'll put it on my thing too. Anybody has kids, the free out school thing for ages 5 to 18. Capital DSTI 20 to get the free class on out school. That was giveaway. And the other giveaway, I don't have as many people watching. I'm losing some viewers. I want to give away a session valued at $150. I don't share much on the social medias. Girl, me either. Because what goes out there lives on forever. It lives on forever. People don't think about that. It lives on forever. I don't know if she's thinking about that. Maybe she doesn't care. See, this is what you need to care about. This is what worries me. You need to care about, unless they were an A, B user, or did other things, right? Unless they were just Satan's spawn. If they are your children's parent, right? You should be copacetic. Unless they were just awful. Which there are awful spouses. I mean awful, right? They broke the law. They were harmful. A myriad of things, right? If they did not harm you, if they did not break the law, if they did not do a myriad of things, you should talk kindly of the children's parent both ways. Because they are your children's parent. They are half of what makes up your child. They are half of what makes up your child. I think that the ad for this live said it was for the 19th. I didn't expect you to be on tonight. The 19th? The 19th? How is that possible? Did it say the 19th? No. I thought it said tonight. Can somebody tell me? Am I confused? The first time I posted it, my computer crashed. Shelly says, unfortunately, Dana, not everyone does that. They involve their children one way or the other. Thank you, Willow. That just breaks my heart. I think it's wrong. I think the adults should keep it amongst themselves. Don't involve your children because your children need both parents. The adults need to try to be adult enough to give your children the best possible balanced childhood that they can and not use your children as a weapon, not give your children the stress and anxiety that's unnecessary. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. I mean, that is just so unfair. Because when you do that, you may inadvertently put yourself in a position of being your own child's enemy. Virginia Woolf, that is what I'm getting at about your inner child. Your body grows up without your permission. So therefore, that child that you were is always on the inside. It is always on the inside. And it's called, and that's what makes us bust out and dance and laughter and play with toys and keeps us young. All the wonderful things. All the wonderful things. But there's also inner child work. The painful things are there too. I got certified inner child work. There's people that come to me for inner child work for the two reasons. So they can get in touch with it and be able to live with the vitality, but also heal the wounded part. Because that part of ourselves lives within us all the time. All the time. Virginia Woolf, you're not old. Give me a breakmas. Back to the song, Virginia Woolf. I'm going, look, I heard you sing on that person's channel. I thought I would flip out. Now we don't have that very many sitting on here right now. It would be the perfect time. And now some of my most favorite people are on here, by the way. And I'm going to ask you all, who would like okay, what? Are you going to give me the pajama excuse? I'm in my pajamas. I will another night. Guess what? Under this lovely hoodie that I've got on, I have pajama bottoms and a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. And you're giving me the pajama excuse? And I have on pink socks. Is it worth a hypnosis session valued at $150? And that's on the low end. You can hear my music. Uh, I can turn it off like that. And all the people I love are in this room right now. I was going to do one giveaway, but guess what? You get a session, and you get a session, and you get a session, and you get a session. I'm giving everyone in here in this room right now a hypnotherapy session for your Christmas present this year. I'm giving every one of you a hypnotherapy session for your Christmas present this year. Oprah style. You get a session, and 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 Willow's babies get a free class at our school. You are most welcome. But guess what? I'm getting better and better. And Willow, you know me well enough by now. There is no issue coming on Zoom with me. I want to do another session. I just haven't been in the right state of mind. What state of mind? I'm gonna bend you over my knee and paddle you, Virginia Woolf. What state of mind do you have to be in, Virginia Woolf, to sit there and allow me to give you relaxation? What state of mind is that? Please tell me. What state of mind do you have to be in to sit there and listen and allow me to give you relaxation? Are you just afraid it'll work? Lord have mercy. What state of mind is that? That doesn't make any sense, Virginia Woolf. I'm doing pro bono for the college. You're gonna laugh at this now. Doing pro bono for the college. They send me people, and typically they say after 3 or 4 sessions, the people move on so they can send me new people, right? None of my people are leaving. I'm not joking. None of my people are leaving. Another reason I am tired. None of my people are leaving. It's so funny. And one lady sent her 80-year-old dad to the college and had him ask for me. So I'm about to have him come. That should be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if they'll end up permanent. We'll have to see. Will they end up permanent when they have to start paying? When I'm no longer a student in a few months? We'll have to see. That is the question. Will they be permanent then? It's easy to be permanent if you're not having to pay. Yeah, it's sweet that it is sweet that the 80-year-old man wants to come. I mean, from what I understand, he's very successful. He's never been to therapy, much less a hypnotherapist. But his daughter spoke really positive about me. Yes, positive thoughts, positive thoughts, positive thoughts. But school's out. So after the first of the year, so Virginia needs to be singing artist and see a song for us and look cute for the camera. He won't do it. He's not going to do it. He only does it for his dude friends. He only does it for his guy friends. And then I've been trying to tell him, I give him another session. He's not in the right state of mind. Want to have him come sing on the channel. He's in his pajamas every time. He's not looking right, so he won't do it. Virginia, I'll do another session. I'm not in the right state of mind. I'm not in the right clothes. It's because I'm only going to do it for my cool dude friends that drink a beer. I'm not going to do it for a girl. I like the hypnosis session. I'm looking forward to the next one. I wouldn't go to anyone else. Well, I appreciate that, Virginia Woolf. So you're going to have to be in the right clothes. And what state of mind are you going to have to be in? So am I going to have to follow up with you? Or are you going to follow up with me? I have to bribe him. I just need to be the right. Oh, okay. So now it's to be the right time, right frame of mind, right clothes. That sounds like a song. Baby, it has to be the right time, right frame of mind, right clothes, right mood. You don't have to bribe me anytime for you. That's a song, Virginia Woolf. You just wrote a song. I just gave it back to you. Scroll back, write it down. It's a song, baby. Right time, right time. Have y'all heard Cher's new Christmas song? Cher's new Christmas song. I'm telling you, she's probably going to kick Mariah Carey out of the running this year. She's got a whole album. Cher made a comeback and did a. Shelly Marie, I love you. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. You're killing me. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. You don't have to do that, honey, but I appreciate you so much. Listen, y'all gotta find the song by Cher. It's called DJ Something. Wait, I'm not that good, right? I just snort. Shelly Marie, you just made me say your name again. I love you so much. You don't have to do that. You know I love you and appreciate you. Okay, Cher's song. It is good. Her whole album, she brought some other stars on. She's like 70 something. DJ play a Christmas song. You're going to have to check it out. But she's got other songs on there. She brought stars on there too, right? And everybody drop a heart for Shelly Marie. I love you, Shelly. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Her song's good. Usually Mariah Carey comes out first. I hope Cher comes out. Do you know Cher has never been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? She has had music since the 60s every decade. Every single decade. And she has never been voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How insane. She did. She finally came out with a Christmas album, a whole album, and it's killer. My mom was born the same day as Cher. Wow. I've always liked Cher, and she might be coming out in the new Mamma Mia again. I think it's Mamma Mia 3. Cher's got a young boyfriend that helped produce his last album. You are so sweet, Shelley Marie. You are starting to write a book. Dustin, friend Zeke, convinced me to write one. I just started the wood this week. I'm taking my time with it. I think that is incredible. I'm so proud of you, Willow. Willow, look at how far you've come. I mean, seriously. Look at how incredibly far you've come. Proud of you. So proud of you. I think Cher has a young buck as a boyfriend. I think, not sure. She does. She has a young boyfriend. Hey, the Stock Explorer. How are you doing? Yeah, Cher does have a young boyfriend. How are you going, Stock Explorer Nor? Haven't seen you in a hot minute because I haven't been around much, but we're talking about our inner child and Cher's new Christmas album. How's it been going with you, Nora? Oh, she's 76? Wow, and she looks good. Yeah, I'm sure she's had work, but she still looks good. She has great energy. She carries herself well. I mean, really. Oh, and what's his name? He just got the divorce. We all like him, and he is dating Jewel. God, what's his name? You should know this, Virginia Woolf. Dancing with Wolves. He was in with Dancing the Wolves originally, wasn't he? He's dating the singer Jewel. He was just in that really focused divorce. I wrote a kind of a long story in novella. I want to turn it into an audiobook. You should turn it into an audiobook. I mean, it's not hard to do. There's an easy way to do it. Go to Amazon, and there's a way that you can do it. They'll tell you, Google Amazon audiobook, and I'm pretty sure you can do it free, and people will read it as you do each chapter. And you get a bunch of readers, and they'll read as you do each chapter, and people will be like sitting, waiting for the next chapter. And if you've already written it, you could do it, Virginia Woolf. Do it. Book Bolt. Go to Amazon and go to Book Bolt, and there's a place where they do audiobooks. You need to do that. Seriously. Do not wait. Do not stop at the yellow light. Go. It's called the lightning effect. I'm going to record it myself. You need to go do it. Has someone edit and everything? You said it was good. Virginia, don't hesitate. Are you going to read it, Virginia? I mean, seriously, are you going to read it? Are you going to read it yourself? Are you going to hire somebody to read it? Are you going to have AI read it? I have a real person read it. Everybody can tell when it's AI. Do it. Don't hire AI. Wah, wah, wah. People can tell. I think people can tell. I can tell when AI is reading on YouTube. Matter of fact, I think YouTube is about to not allow AI to read it. I think they're about to outlaw it because people are, there was these channels saying you can do a faceless AI. I mean, a faceless video with AI. And then all of a sudden YouTube is going, no, hell, you can't. I'm going to figure out, I want to do, I know I promised you this. I want to do get better sleep video or whatever this week. But I want to try to do it with just a picture in the background, not my face. You know? And no shade on myself, okay? But I want to do something better than just my face. What did I do? I am sure people get tired of just seeing my face on this channel. It would be nicer to me to have some kind of just something to look at that's not a face moving so people could just listen when it's hypnosis for sleep. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate it. But I wasn't fishing. My point was, so if they're listening to a guided meditation or hypnosis, they could listen more than look. Does that make sense? So they don't necessarily have to be looking at somebody. They could, if they wanted to, because once you're induced in hypnosis, you're not really looking at anything. You're just chillaxing and listening and taking it in. So if you were just chillaxed back in a chair, lounged, laying back, you're just like this, breathing and relaxing. You go to a massage place to get a massage, right? Well, hypnosis is sort of like an inside massage. Your whole insides of yourself are massaged. Your whole nervous system is massaged. I don't know how to put it better than that. It's like everything on the inside that could be stressed out is unstressed. You're not stressed out anymore in that moment. If that makes sense. That's the way it feels, It's like everything alcohol or MJ could do to you to make you feel so chill without it being alcohol or MJ. Or without your brain being muddled. You're just, But when it's over, you can still drive. And you could sign a legal document if you wanted to. You could go pick up your kids. So, In fact, my husband asked for another session because it made him feel better, more confident, more positive, more up, more hopeful, more, you know? And it does. It makes you feel better. And sometimes you need more. I like it when people do it to me, which is not often and not often enough. Matter of fact, I, my brother gave me a certificate for a body massage I haven't used that I need to use too. Too bad you can't get both at the same time. I don't even know if that would be legal. Could you imagine if you could get hypnosis and a body massage at the same time? Would that be legal? Has anybody ever done that in the world? Whoa. The logistics of that? Could you imagine? No, that probably wouldn't be right to do now that I'm thinking about it. Because you have to be nude to get a massage. And if somebody's doing hypnosis, there would probably be legal problems unless it was your spouse or your partner. I bet you Virginia Woolf is really laughing right now. I didn't think about the implications until I really started thinking about it, and I thought, no, 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 no. Because I thought about a real masseuse and a real hypnotherapist. But when I really started thinking about that, it probably would not be a good idea, Dana. Probably would not be a good idea. You know what I mean? But I wonder if I could work for the government. Ops. Wonder how much the government would pay me. Special ops. Hmm. Yeah. It would have to be real special ops. Let me see what this is. I don't know if I want to see what this is. I started hypnotizing my wife, not expecting it to work, but I think it was, and I stopped. What? When did you do that? When did you do this, Virginia Woolf? I'm afraid to ask. It would be interesting, wouldn't it, Shelley Marie? Because let me tell you something. And I don't know if it's because they're seeing me more and more. Living my best life at 50. Hello, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Everybody, please check out Living My Best Life. Does it say 60 or 50? Please check out Living My Best Life at 60. I don't know if it's because they have seen me more and more and more. I don't even have to do the induction anymore. When I start going into that lulling sound, they just go out, or I can do just stare in their eyes now. Shortly after you hypnotized me, I tried your technique and it was working. Did you get scared, Virginia Woolf? What part of the technique did you use? Very nice to see you. Welcome living it. It would be easier to call you something shorter. Welcome living my best life at 60. Is there a name or a nickname? I bet your wife would enjoy it, Virginia Woolf. When I tried it with my daughter, hey. When I tried it with my daughter, she was resistant because she wanted it because of some stress she was going through. And then I did it. She was being real resistant. And then I did a shock induction on her. She went whoop. My practice is not going to be this, but I did learn to do stage hypnosis where I could make people forget how to count from 1 to 10 and, basic things like that. I mean, that would be funny to get a group of people on live and get them to do some things like that. Like, in a moment, you'll forget the number 5, and every time you try to count from 1 to 10, you'll forget the number 5 completely. Do some of you want to try something from the comfort of your home? You can try it from the comfort of your home. If you want to try something from the comfort of your home right now, put a 1 in the chat. I mean now, from the comfort of your home. You don't have to come up. You can just do it from the comfort of your home. How does hypnosis work? Here is your mind. There's your conscious mind when you make decisions, right? And you plan and you have free will and all that stuff where we think our thoughts from day to day. That's 12% of our brain. This is our consciousness, our conscious. This is where you're looking at me from right now, where you make all your decisions, right? And this is your critical mind that kicks in when you're about 8 years old, where you start figuring out whether Santa Claus is real or the Easter Bunny or all of those things. And down here is your unconscious mind or your subconscious. And that's where you have all your experiences, your positive and your negative, right? And that's where you store where you learn things, where you decide what you're fearful of, what you're excited about, all of that stuff. You may decide that you hate broccoli or you love spaghetti, or you love cookies because every time you got hurt, mom gave you a cookie. Every time you did something good, mom gave you a cookie. Maybe you became addicted to sugar that way, right? Maybe you decide that you hate dogs because you got bit by a dog. So as you grow up, you have nothing to do with dogs. Maybe you decide you like guys with dark hair and blue eyes because you had a crush with a little guy with dark hair and blue eyes. That's where all of your memories are based, right? Down here is your flight or fright. Are you fright, Dana? Flight or fright? And that started long ago when we had dinosaurs, right? Your insulin kicks you and you decide whether you need to fight or run. But now that we don't have dinosaurs, a lot of the times our adrenaline and cortisol kick in when we need to decide whether it's something to be afraid of or stress worthy. But a lot of times it'll kick in when it doesn't need to. So, anyway, our unconscious is 88% of our brain. So, let's say someone wants to quit smoking and they decide with 12% of their brain. But maybe they like it to some level. So 88% of their brain is fighting against 12%. So that's why it's hard for them to stop. Or maybe they want to lose weight, but because every time something happened, their mom gave them cookies and they're hooked on sugar, 88% of their brain is always fighting against 12%, makes it hard to lose weight. So with hypnosis, the critical mind is like the bouncer, right? It decides what goes in and out. But with hypnotherapy, I can break in. I can break in there and put a suggestion, a positive suggestion into the unconscious mind that maybe it would be better not to eat all of those cookies. And maybe it would be better to get more activity, whatever, to make it an even playing field so the person would lose weight or quit smoking, right? And then close that door to make it easier to lose weight, easier to quit smoking, run faster, study better, heal, heal from phobias, no more pain, just different things like that. So that's kind of how it works. But it's with the permission of the person that you are hypnotizing. It is a team effort. Dear Dana, would hypnosis be considered a form of conditioning? I feel like it conditioned me to focus on my objectives. Sort of, but you have to kind of say, the person comes in and they tell me, I'm having this problem. I want to lose weight. I want to do this. Or maybe I have a fear of flying. Or it could be a myriad of things. So when they first come in, I sort of peel away the layers of what's going on. They tell me I don't want to say the problem, what they're dealing with, right? And I get to the core of it so I can hear more about what caused it. And I'll listen to what they're saying to get the core of what caused it. And I might use what I understand is the core of what caused it to flip it. Let's say, I understand the core. I'm not going to use negative words in the suggestion because the brain doesn't know, unconscious doesn't know the difference between positive and negative. It doesn't. So, for instance, if I say, don't forget to pick up so and so, The unconscious mind would just hear forget to pick up. So I say, please remember to pick up so and so. Because the unconscious mind would hear remember to pick up. So when I place suggestions in the unconscious mind, the person is totally conscious and aware of what I'm saying, but they're in a state of mind where instead of focused outward, they're focused inward. And their mind picks up on what I'm saying in a positive way. So you could say sort of it's a conditioning, but they're hearing everything. So while I'm speaking to the unconscious mind, I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, please nod your head yes. And they will. Good. So when you come out of it, you'll remember most all of it, unless you get too relaxed and go too deep, but your unconscious mind will still remember. So here's how it's going to go. Okay? We'll try one of two things. We'll try one thing here. Where you are, where you're sitting, I'm going to turn the music down for now, okay? Because right now I just want you to listen to my voice. Okay, where you are. Just listen to my voice and put your arms out. Okay, like this. Put your arms down in front of you, feet flat on the floor. And I want you to look at both of your hands. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine or visualize your right hand and your left hand. And in your right hand, imagine or visualize with your eyes closed that I'm placing a hardback book in your right hand with your eyes closed. Take a very deep breath down to your belly and blow out. Very good. And in your left hand, imagine or visualize that I've tied a helium balloon around your wrist and it's feeling very light. And it wants to float up into the air. And in your right hand, eyes closed, take a very deep breath. Inhale very deeply and blow out. Excellent. In your right hand, I've placed another hardback book in your right hand, making it a total of 2. And your right hand is feeling heavier and moving down slightly. In your left hand, around your wrist, I've tied 2 more helium balloons, making it a total of 3 around your left wrist. And your left hand is floating higher and feeling lighter and lighter, floating higher and higher towards the sky, lifting and floating, feeling softer and moving higher toward the clouds, easier and higher. And your right hand, I'm placing 2 more hardback books with a total of 5. And your hand is getting heavier and going lower and lower. I'm tying 5 more helium balloons around your left wrist with a total of 10 helium balloons. And I'm adding 5 more with a total of 15 helium balloons. And now your left hand is going even higher and higher and softer and lighter, like a feather, moving up and up, higher and lifting, moving lighter like a feather, higher and higher, and softer and lighter, moving higher, while your right hand has three more hardback books in your hand, going lower and heavier and heavier. Now open your eyes and look at your arms. Open your eyes and look at your arms. Take a deep breath. Very good. You can put your arms down now. Anyone having an experience? Take a very deep breath. Very deep. Very deep. Anyone tell me in the chat? And we'll do one more. Anyone else? I'm laying down and my left arm went up. Anybody else? Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in your ear. I thought I hit the mute. Anyone else there? Is everyone gone? Hello? We can do a much different one that will surprise you if anyone wants to do it. Put a 1 in the chat. The next one will surprise you. It will not tense your arms up. Let me know if you want to do it. Or is everyone asleep now? Virginia Woolf wants to do it. Okay. Okay, what I want you to do is put your arms out like this. Clasp your hands, but put your 2 fingers out. And then bend your arms. Put your 2 fingers out like rabbit ears, so to speak. Okay? And I want you to put them just above your eyes. And look at your fingers. Look at the space between your fingers. Take a very deep breath. Very deep breath. And as you're looking at the space between your fingers, breathe in and out. Looking at the space between your fingers, the hands are tighter together. And you'll begin to notice that your 2 fingers are becoming magnetized. And they're beginning to move closer and closer together, tighter and closer, moving closer and closer together as though they're magnetized, closer and closer together, moving closer and closer together as though rubber bands are pulling them and they're magnetized closer and closer together. The more closer and closer together they become, the more they're drawn to each other, the more they're drawn to each other, the closer they begin to become as though magnets are pulling them together, closer and closer together they become, they're drawn together, they cannot be separated, they're drawn together, closer and closer together, they begin to touch, closer and closer together like 2 magnets. They'll begin to touch. As they touch, the more you want to draw them apart, you cannot. The more you try, the harder they're bound together. The more you try to pull them apart, the stronger together they're bound. The more you try to pull them together, the more strongly together they are glued together like two magnets with super glue. The more you try, the harder it is to pull them apart. Taking a breath, the harder it is. The more you try, the harder it is. Take a deep breath, and now pull them apart. You can pull them apart now. You can pull them apart now. Yeah. Anybody else? It's an idiomotor response of your brain. Do you have an experience living my best life at 60? And whoever's in the bushes. So when I put someone in hypnosis, as I go, I can give suggestions and take someone deeper and deeper and deeper and plant the suggestions and make suggestions to vent out the negatives. I can do dream therapy to break down your dreams, vent out the negatives as well, and then shut the door to remove the negatives that aren't working for you out of the unconscious mind. And also, one client I had yesterday, I made a suggestion to show her that the positive suggestions that we implanted, I say implanted, into the suggestive, into the unconscious mind were there, that she would get signs of bumblebees, not literal bumblebees that would sting her, but bumblebees throughout her next day. She's a stewardess. That she would find signs throughout her days. And I put it as something obscure like that. So on her way to the airport, she sent me a snapshot of the bumblebee that she found. She was in another country from from leaving her airport. I mean, her Dana, from leaving her hotel room, walking through the airport to get on a private plane. She sent me the snapshot. Actually, it was a video. So sometimes I will give somebody a suggestion like that. Just, hey, angels, it was 11:11, just to let them know that what is going on is the real deal. See if I can hide her name and show you. Is it gonna work or not? Look, she sent that to me today. To show that she found a bumblebee in the thing. Anyway, did you try that, Nora? Did you happen to try it? And did it work for you living my best life at 60? Did you try it, Nora the Explorer? She's not going to tell me. She's not going to tell me. I'm at work. I'm sorry. I can't really listen with my phones. Oh, gotcha. Maybe you could try it on the replay. That's okay. Oh, I've got to show y'all something. You're going to laugh. Okay. I don't know that much about crocheting. One thing my grandmother used to do, talk about memories. She used to crochet, do all those kind of things, try to show me when I was a little girl, didn't know what I was doing. So I tried to teach myself last year. I didn't get really that far, so I do what I can. So thank you, Nora. I was trying to do it. It did end up in a weird shape. You're going to laugh. So I did the best out of what the shape was, and I turned it into a hat. What do you think? This is what it turned into because the shape got odd. So at least it's warm. You can't really use it in the summer. You can't use it in the summer because it's kind of bulky. So if I have to go outside, I can use it to keep my head warm, and I look like some kind of Ellie Mae. I don't know. I can hide anyway. So, like I said, I tried to YouTube self-teach myself. I do it mainly just to de-stress, right? So it's a brainless thing to do for me because I don't know patterns and stitches and all that stuff, right? So I do as I do. Or if I have to listen to a long lecture, I hide it. So I don't know what it's going to be. So Eden asked me if I was making a baby blanket. Right now, it keeps changing shape, so I guess it's just going to get bigger, right? It'll just get bigger and bigger until it's some kind of blanket. Right now, it looks like a dog bed. That's just how it goes. I wanted to show you the hat in particular because I thought it is soft. I thought y'all get a laugh out of it because I got a very good laugh out of it. At least I can laugh at myself. But anyway, I have missed y'all all so very much. I just, wanted to talk about inner child for a little bit because we all, oh, looking good, Shelly. Yeah. We all still have it there. I hope all of you realize we all still have it there because we do. We all still have it there. That's what keeps us fun when we do play. It's what keeps us fun. But it also is what makes us who we are and what makes us react the way we do. What makes us, like, I don't know what made me act like that. I don't know what made me get up and dance like that. I don't know why I wanted that toy. I don't know why I want to play. I don't know why I do some of the things I do. Our inner child is still in us. When people get real elderly and they start playing again and they start acting like kids again, why do you think that is? It's the inner child still in them, right? We need to let that part of ourselves be. Let that part of ourselves be and get in touch with it and do our inner child work when we need to, right? Never be ashamed of it. People say, "You're acting like a kid." Yeah. And maybe sometimes when we're acting like a kid and we're not proud of it, we need to examine that because maybe there's a reason. And the holidays bring out all aspects of that in us, the good, the bad, the funny, right? I know some of us, when we get around our siblings, act like we're 10, 12, 14 again. It's the kid in us, and the body just grew up. That's how life works. That is how life works. Get in the store and dance behind somebody. What are they going to do? Kick you out of the store? Nope. The world is getting crazy. Let's be the good kind of crazy. Right? Let's be the good kind of crazy. It's time. I need some good crazy in my life. And you are all the most wonderful, kind of beautiful kind of people. And I've been around all of you from a distance. Go get some rest. Sleep, 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 Shelley. You deserve it. You all are some of the most beautiful hearted and wonderful souls that I have known for a long time from a distance. So I think I can fairly say that. But I guess time is ticking, and I have done some inductive kind of hypnotic talk from a distance. And I can see how that probably would make you tired anyway. So I'm going to do my best to just go ahead and lay it down and do some hypnosis kind of video this week without my face on there as another kind of gift. Hopefully people will see it that way. And I just want to say I love you all so, so, so very much. I hope you have an enjoyable Sunday. Do some self-care. Play with your inner child. Let them out, let them dance, let them have some fun. Be good to you and others. And remember, look, Christmas is not all about buying things. You know, trade the kind of gifts that you can barter out. Give the kind of gifts that you can create. You know how to do. If they can cook and you can paint, trade out your gifts. Trade out your time. Trade out your love. But anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Let's remember what it's really about for a change. But I'm so happy to see everybody tonight. Ooh, what am I saying? Thank you, Dana. I think I found the song I'll play. Started relearning it. Awesome. And Virginia, get that book you wrote, that long story you wrote out there. Seriously. I'd love to hear it. Do your thing. Don't wait, Virginia. Seriously. Love you, Shelley Marie, Willow, Nora the Stock Explorer. Everybody check out Nora's, Virginia Woolf's. Check out Willow's thing on Instagram. She's always putting out new material. And check out Living Her Best Life at 60. And everybody out in the bushes, you take care of yourself. Anybody in the replay gang, do your thing. Oh, and by the way, please check out my new website, Healing Integrative Hypnotherapy. Oh yeah, I've got a code Christmas30, meaning XMAS30, to get 30% off your first session. Love to all of you. Have a beautiful weekend, and I shall see you later. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Everybody, please take care of yourself. Love to all of you.